Hey YouTube, it's me again, and I'm back for my next movie review. Alright, today I'm going to be reviewing The Ring 2. Now, about a week ago, I did a review on the first Ring movie. And so now, I'm back to review its sequel, The Ring 2. Now, so The Ring 2, what's it about without giving too much away? Well, The Ring 2, it's about the same people, um, Rachel and her son Aiden, and Naomi Watts and the kid who plays Aiden both are inspired their role. And Aiden is becoming possessed by Samara, basically. And Samara has always wanted a mother that's not Anna Morgan, who pushed her down that well. So she's trying to take over Aiden's body so she can be Rachel's daughter. And the story just goes off from there. So what did I think about The Ring 2? Yeah, it was an okay sequel. It certainly was not as good as the first movie. It did contain many flaws that I'll go into soon. But overall, it is an enjoyable film. Just, I'd watch The Ring over The Ring 2 any day, but The Ring 2 is still an okay sequel. Okay, so I'm going to start off the movie about saying some stuff I liked about the movie. Okay, so The Ring 2 expands on the mythology of The Ring. Like, you learn a bit more about Samara's backstory in The Ring 2. And you learn about stuff like before she was adopted, because if you remember from The Ring that the Morgans adopted a daughter. Now that is crucial for The Ring 2, because The Ring 2 explains why she was adopted and what happened to her actual mother. But I'm not going to give anything away other than that. So all I'm going to say is it expands on the mythology of The Ring in a really good way. It does have a really interesting story to tell. And it has a very good opening sequence. I must say, like the first Ring movie had a very good opening sequence. The second Ring movie was no different. The opening sequence in The Ring 2 is really good. And the acting is also a really good part of this movie. Naomi Watts and the guy who did Aiden both did a great job as playing their characters, and I don't know this guy's name, but the guy from The Mentalist is in this movie, and he's in a fair bit, and he does a really good job of his character as well. He played the guy by the name of Max. And one other thing that I liked about it was it did have a good ending to the series. Or you can't really call it a series because it's only 2 movies. But the ending to this movie was a good ending. It was exciting, suspenseful. It was very thrilling as well. The only thing I was a bit disappointed about the ending is that unlike The Ring, it didn't really have a twist ending. And that was a bit disappointing, but oh well. But recently, the thing is that there's talk that there's gonna be a Ring 3. It's not confirmed yet, but it's been talked about. So it'll probably be some prequel or something like that. But something I was a bit disappointed about The Ring 2 was goofy effects. Really, like, some of the effects in The Ring 2, that they were cool, but like, they weren't scary and they were a bit goofy. Like, it's the type of thing that you'll look at that goes, whoa, that looks really cool, but it's also goofy at the same time. I'll get into specifics in the spoiler section coming up, but there are some effects in The Ring 2 that were just really bad. And it had a lot of stuff that I really liked from the first movie that did not happen in The Ring 2. For example, there was no 7-day countdown, which was a great original idea. There was none of that in The Ring 2. All it really was just all about the possession. Now, I know that the 7-day countdown didn't really fit in with the story because the tape actually has a very little to do with the ring too. Like, the only time when the tape really comes into play is, I'd say, at the start of the movie. But you'll be surprised that the tape actually has very little to do with the storyline of the movie. So there was no 7-day countdown, there was no twist ending. So yeah, I thought The Ring 2 really could have been a lot better. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some spoilers. So if you have not seen The Ring 2, please stop watching now. You have been warned. Okay, so I mentioned before that there was some really goofy stuff in The Ring 2. Now, the goofiest thing, in my opinion, was the bit with the moose. The bit with the moose was absolutely pathetic. I mean, it didn't even have anything to do with the story. I don't know why they added that into the movie. It makes no sense. Why was there moose? Anyway, and I really didn't like the bit when Aiden's in the bath and then all the water goes up. I mean, it makes sense because Samara hates the water, that's her thing, and she's trying to make it go away, but it looked really corny and it just didn't really work. But anyway, I like the backstory to The Ring 2, like I said. Like, I thought that the whole idea of having Ellen, I think her name was, no, Evelyn, sorry, not Ellen, who was Samara's real mother. We got to meet her in prison. I like that whole thing. So yeah, and the ending was cool too. How she had to like climb up and try and beat Samara to the top. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up my review of The Ring 2. And Taylor, if you're watching this, yeah, I'll try and find Resident Evil and do that ASAP, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Don't let Samara get you.